Okay, folks, here's another question from a guy named Ken in College Station, Texas. And he asks, how do you come up with a story idea? Where do stories come from? And I'll tell you, it's some people say, oh, just sheer imagination or whatever. But actually, what I did is I read and read and read short stories in major magazines, literary magazines. And I came up with about 20 different basic story ideas. And these story ideas are what I call, in my own little world, I call them the operating principle. Now, this isn't the plot or the theme, but it's really what is the story about and what are people interested in. And of these stories, let me tell you a couple of them so you get the idea. One story concept is underdogs. It's the idea of the downtrodden who overcome problems and may finally succeed or fail in this case of a tragedy. Another type of story is helpers, that I call helpers. And it's based on people's instinct to help somebody else. And these stories have certain qualities. For example, in the helpers, usually the person has to go against societal values to help somebody out. They get in trouble themselves for it. They get deeper and deeper in a jam by trying to do good. And these stories may work out or may not, and they may just be really interesting in the discoveries that are made. Another type of story may be the hidden secret. What's the secret at the end of the story that we do not know? So that's where the stories come from. It's actually like just not sheer, an idea out of the blue. It actually has to do with what type of story do you want to write. So that's the basic idea of where the stories come from. Ken, thanks a lot for that question.